The 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander, a name that sounds like the perfect upgrade for families who want space, comfort, and Toyota reliability, all wrapped into one premium three-row SUV. It sits above the regular Highlander, offering a more powerful hybrid max engine option, extra cargo room, advanced driver assist tech, and a modern, upscale cabin. On the surface, it looks like the ideal do-it-all family vehicle. But when you start peeling back the layers, not everything is as perfect as it seems. Because despite its strong Toyota badge and solid reputation, the Grand Highlander comes with a few hidden compromises that might make you pause before signing that deal. From its steep price tag that nearly touches luxury territory, to average fuel efficiency in the higher trims, tight third-row comfort for adults, and less engaging handling than some competitors, this SUV isn't without flaws. And then there's the question of long-term value. With rivals offering more features, stronger towing, and better driving dynamics at similar prices, the Grand Highlander's edge begins to blur. So, before you buy into the hype, let's take a closer look. Here are the 8 reasons to avoid the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander, based on performance, comfort, practicality, and ownership experience. This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Let's start with the first reason, the relatively high price for what's new. The 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander is an impressive addition to Toyota's SUV lineup. Bigger, more refined, and packed with features. But when you look at the price tag, things start to get complicated. The base XLE trim starts around $45,000, while the limited hybrid and platinum hybrid max versions can easily reach between $57,000 and $64,000, depending on configuration. Fully loaded AWD models can push close to $66,000 to $68,000 on the road, and that's before dealer markups or optional accessories. That price places it firmly in the same bracket as premium SUVs like the Acura MDX, Buick Enclave, or even a base Lincoln Aviator, all of which offer luxury-level finishes, stronger brand cachet, and in some cases, more powerful engines. For something based largely on the existing Highlander platform, that's a tough pill to swallow. And while the Grand Highlander does give you more third-row space, better comfort, and Toyota's legendary reliability, the value equation becomes questionable when you realize that rivals such as the Kia Telluride SX Prestige, Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy, or even the Honda Pilot Elite offer similar amenities: panoramic sunroofs, digital displays, ventilated seats, and advanced driver assists for $3,000 to $7,000 less. Even the hybrid powertrain, while efficient and smooth, doesn't bring a huge leap in technology or range compared to some competitors. Toyota's hybrid max system is strong on paper, with 362 horsepower, but the fuel economy advantage isn't massive for the price premium it demands. In short, while the 2026 Grand Highlander is a comfortable, well-rounded family SUV, you're paying luxury money for a vehicle that still feels closer to a dressed-up Highlander than a true premium model. For value-conscious buyers, that's something worth thinking twice about. Next up, mixed reliability and quality feedback. For Toyota, this might surprise you. While the brand is known for bulletproof dependability, early ownership feedback for the 2026 Grand Highlander paints a more mixed picture. On Edmunds, it currently holds an average rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars from nearly 80 verified owners, a noticeable dip compared to Toyota's usual reliability standards. Several owners have praised its comfort, tech, and interior space, but a growing number have reported issues that shouldn't exist at this price point. Complaints include glitchy infotainment screens, frozen or lagging software, inconsistent hybrid performance, and occasional fit and finish concerns like rattles, misaligned panels, or premature wear on interior trim. Some buyers have also mentioned that Toyota's new software interface, while modern-looking, can sometimes freeze or reset mid-drive, which isn't ideal in a family SUV loaded with digital controls. In hybrid models, A few owners have described hesitation under acceleration or rough transitions between gas and electric power. While these issues don't make the Grand Highlander unreliable overall, they hint that Toyota's focus on new tech and size expansion may have introduced a few early production gremlins. And because this model shares much of its underpinnings with the Highlander and Lexus TX, it's possible these quirks could take a few model years to fully iron out. So, if you're buying the Grand Highlander in its first or second production cycles, it's worth keeping in mind that Toyota's rock-solid reliability reputation might not fully apply here just yet. Let's move to another drawback: moderate performance in some powertrains. While the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander offers a variety of powertrains, not all of them deliver the kind of performance you might expect from such a large SUV. The base 2.5-liter hybrid, the same system used in the standard Highlander and several Toyota sedans, prioritizes fuel efficiency over power. It produces a combined 245 horsepower, which sounds decent on paper, but in real-world driving, that number struggles to move this nearly 4,500-pound SUV with enthusiasm. In independent testing, the hybrid Grand Highlander clocked around 7.8 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour, making it one of the slower entries in its segment. For comparison, rivals like the Honda Pilot or Hyundai Palisade achieve similar or better times with larger gas engines, while still offering smoother, more confident acceleration at highway speeds. The issue isn't just raw speed, it's responsiveness. The hybrid's ES-VD transmission often feels stretched under hard acceleration, and the engine note can become quite loud when merging or climbing hills. Around town, it's fine and smooth, but when fully loaded with passengers or gear, that lack of mid-range punch becomes more noticeable. In short, if you value strong passing power, quick acceleration, or towing muscle, the base hybrid Grand Highlander might leave you wanting more. It's built for efficiency, not excitement. Another reason to be cautious: interior materials and overall cabin feel that don't quite match the price tag. The 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander is positioned as a near-premium three-row SUV, especially in limited, platinum, and hybrid max trims, where prices can soar past $57,000 or more. At this level, buyers naturally expect a luxurious cabin with high-quality materials, soft-touch surfaces, and meticulous attention to detail. While Toyota has upgraded the interior with stitched panels, ambient lighting, and dual-zone or four-zone climate control, several areas still rely on hard plastics, particularly lower door panels, glove box lids, and parts of the center console. Some owners have reported scratches appearing easily or trim pieces feeling less solid than expected. One Reddit user put it simply: poor quality materials, you look at the plastic wrong, and it scratches. Even with the 12.3-inch infotainment display, digital cluster, and modern tech features, the tactile feel and perceived quality can leave buyers underwhelmed compared to rivals like the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy, Kia Telluride X-Line, or even the higher-end Honda Pilot Elite, which often use softer materials, metal trim accents, and more premium finishes throughout the cabin. In short, while the Grand Highlander is spacious, comfortable, and practical, its cabin doesn't fully deliver the premium luxury feel you might expect for the price, which could be a letdown for buyers who value both comfort and upscale materials in their family SUV. Another factor to consider: noise and build quality trade-offs. While the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander offers a spacious and well-equipped cabin, some reviewers and owners have noted that it doesn't quite deliver the serene, luxury-like experience you might expect at its price point. Road and wind noise can be more noticeable than in competitors, especially at highway speeds, which can make longer drives feel less refined. Additionally, there have been reports of minor fit and finish issues, such as slight door rattles, imperfect panel alignment, and inconsistencies in moonroof seals or trim gaps. While these aren't catastrophic problems, they are noticeable details that can affect the overall perception of quality. For buyers who prioritize a quiet, premium-feeling cabin, these small noise and build quality compromises may become more apparent over time, making the Grand Highlander feel less upscale than rivals like the Hyundai Palisade, Kia Telluride, or Honda Pilot Elite. So, if a truly serene and solidly built interior is high on your priority list, the Grand Highlander may leave you wanting more. Another point to keep in mind: the value advantage of the 2026 Grand Highlander may be limited. Yes, it's a new model year, with a few minor updates, new trim names, and subtle design tweaks. But in reality, the 2025 Grand Highlander remains largely the same vehicle, sharing the same platform, interior layout, hybrid powertrain, and safety technology. And because dealers are still trying to clear out 2025 inventory, substantial discounts and incentives are often available, sometimes bringing the price down by several $1,000s compared to the 2026 base or HyberMax trims. One automotive outlet summarized it well: unless you're set on a new color or trim name, there's little reason to wait. That means, for most buyers, you could enjoy the same spacious 3-row seating, tech features, and hybrid efficiency while saving money up front. So if your priority is getting maximum value for your money, hunting for a 2025 Grand Highlander or a lightly used 2025 model may be the smarter choice. Paying extra for a 2026 edition only makes sense if you truly need the newest styling updates or a specific trim that wasn't available last year. In short, the 2026 model is more about incremental updates than a game-changing upgrade, which may not justify the higher price. Another key point to consider: recall and safety issue history. While the 2026 Grand Highlander is technically a new model year, it is built on the same platform as earlier Grand Highlanders, which have already shown some early safety concerns. Most notably, the 2024 Grand Highlander was part of a recall affecting approximately 145,000 vehicles in the US due to curtain shield airbags that may fail to deploy properly during certain side impact collisions. This is a serious issue because it directly affects passenger protection in what is otherwise considered a family-oriented SUV. Although Toyota has addressed these recalls and issued fixes, the fact that such a problem occurred at all raises valid concerns for early buyers. First-year or newly expanded platforms, even from a brand as reliable as Toyota, can sometimes experience teething issues, ranging from minor software quirks to critical safety components. For prospective buyers, this history underscores the importance of checking for completed recalls, software updates, and service bulletins before purchasing a 2026 Grand Highlander. It also serves as a reminder that new or redesigned models, despite all the marketing and tech upgrades, may carry latent reliability risks that only become fully apparent after months of real-world use. So, if peace of mind and proven safety are top priorities, the recall history of earlier Grand Highlander models is something to seriously consider before committing to the 2026 version. Another potential drawback: third-row comfort and usability. The 2026 Grand Highlander does improve third-row space compared to the standard Highlander, giving families a bit more legroom and headroom for occasional passengers. However, several reviews and owner feedback suggest that even with these upgrades, the third row may not be as comfortable for adults on longer trips. Taller passengers can feel cramped, and the seat cushioning and support don't fully match what competitors offer. Rivals like the Hyundai Palisade, Kia Telluride, and Honda Pilot Elite often provide more generous third-row legroom, better seat recline, and easier access for adults, while still leaving ample cargo space behind the seats. In the Grand Highlander, folding or stowing the third row also slightly limits cargo capacity, which could be a trade-off for families who need true 7-seat practicality. So, if full-time use of the third row is important for your family, it's worth testing it in person to ensure the space and comfort meet your needs. The Grand Highlander works well for occasional passengers, but for frequent adult occupancy, some rivals might offer a more practical solution. So those were the 8 reasons to avoid the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. From its relatively high price, mixed reliability and quality feedback, moderate performance in some powertrains, and interior materials that don't fully match the cost, to road noise, early safety/recall history, limited third-row comfort, and value that may not justify choosing the newest model year. While the Grand Highlander does offer spacious seating, hybrid efficiency, and Toyota's renowned safety technology, these positives may not outweigh the trade-offs for buyers seeking strong performance, premium interior feel, or the best value for money. If you're shopping for a 3-row family SUV, it's worth comparing alternatives like the Hyundai Palisade, Kia Telluride, or Honda Pilot Elite, which may provide better performance, comfort, and value in a similar price range. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth SUV reviews and buying guides. See you in the next video.